SOGP is still holding the attention of investors and traders alike. Yesterday, the 2nd of September 2025, it gained its 2.4%. It is that special dividend that is has been identified as the key reason, as well as its strong earnings outcomes that were disclosed not long ago. So there are other things that have been discussed on various platforms. One of them is the potential for a short squeeze amplified by the low float of the stock and the incentive structure created by this upcoming dividend payout scheduled for middle of this month. Bulls argue that short sellers could face added pressure as traders may be inclined to hold shares through the dividend date, reducing available supply and potentially driving price action higher. Some traders believe this setup could lead to a multi-day or even multi-week rally if buying pressure continues to build. But I think it's not really like that. It's not essentially that way. If you hold, short sellers can still sell. If you sell, they can still sell anyway. The fact that you're holding the stock does not mean that short sellers can get hold of it. If you buy the stock and you remove it from the market, which is not a simple process, it's going to take way more than it takes days for that to happen, then you have removed it from the market. Short sellers will not be able to sell it. But if you buy the stock, it is in the custody of your broker. Your broker will lend it to short sellers. Your broker is inclined to do so because the short seller is going to pay interest, and the broker is going to benefit from it. You will equally benefit from it. So that is also how money is made from stocks. As a matter of fact, there might be funds that buy shares so that they can make money out of uh, had to borrow interest. I mean, they borrowing fees and all that. So it's good. It's important that we are aware that it's not if you decide not to sell or hold that in. As far as your shares are available, they will be available. What prevents, amongst other things, short sellers from selling, amongst other things, there are many things that can prevent them from, selling. It's because I believe if they're not usually granted all the privileges you're granted when you are doing you try to enter a long position. When you enter a long position and the orders are not filled, your broker will continue to attempt to fill them. But in the case of short selling, I believe this is how it is. If you quote 1,000 and there isn't enough, your order is rejected. But brokers don't reject your long orders. They don't reject them. You place them, it goes through. If it can't go through right now, they'll continue to attempt to fill up your orders. But a short sell order, I believe, if you place it and there isn't enough for you to go through, reject it. So these are the things that will prevent short sellers from entering the market. And if they are prevented from getting the market, you as the long trader, long investor, will continue to drive the market. And that way they are suffering. That way they can't come and try to douse the pressure, the expansion that has ensued as a result of your long positions going through. Some of them, a lot of cases, aggressively, and when, of course, you can imagine what that means. Prices will continue to expand and grow. So short sellers are left, you know, stranded, are left, despondent, despondent. So that's how, amongst other things, how there might be other things I don't know about. If you know, drop a comment and let's see how things go. But overall, I digressed over there. SOGP has become a highly debated battleground with bulls focused on the special dividend, strong earnings, and low floats as reasons for the upside, while skeptics caution about potential volatility and profit taking once near-term catalysts pass. The ongoing tug of war between these narratives is fueling both excitement and uncertainty around HOGP's next moves. Okay, so intraday high that printed yesterday was 23.24. In our last video before this one, we were projecting that the extrapolation we had was saying that strength on the stock was going to remain in place up till the 15th of September. It looks like that might still be the case. I can't see everything on this chart. I can see everything. Let me see if I can try and minimize it. I can see everything on it. Yeah, it might be that it might still be the case. You know. However, on the 4 hour chart, it is saying something else completely. It is saying that we are going to get it's declining right now. It's not even saying anything. Say that weakness is going to remain in place up till midday of today, and then there might be a bounce, and then going in over I mean, weakness will, yeah, after that bounce, then lower prices will a contraction of this expansion. This there's if you like, there seems to be a divergence here. There seems to be a divergence here on between the 4 hour and the daily chart. However, remember the 4 hour chart is prints every 4 hours. So hypothetically, there's also a chance that by the close of every trading session, the stock will print a high price. The price, the high, for every trading session up till the 15th, the stock may continue to print higher prices at the close of every session, and then after the close, it will decline. And so I'm hypothetically, but I'm trying to see. I mean, I'm trying to present a picture where it is still possible that this is the case, and also what we have on a daily chart is also the case as well, because the daily chart only prints at the close of every session. So at the close of every session, if it is high, it will print high. So it doesn't know what's going on right now. If it has gone to zero right now, it will not print. It will be reflected. It will just be temporarily reflected, but it will not be a final point. It will not be a definite point. It's just going to be a floating point. You know. So as things stand right now, the stock is still in a very strong trend mode. Even with it lost slight SOGP down 5.53%. Yeah, but still holding. That gives you the impression of the amount of momentum, amount of strength it has built up. I know 5% is really not a lot as such. But strength is still very much there. There's a good chance that it may sustain its position above all these moving averages, especially on this 4 hour chart. And indeed, also on the daily chart, there's a good chance it may do that. But I'm not going to read a lot of meaning into this because the market has since shifted. Yeah, so there's a very good chance that by tomorrow, the 4th, the stock will still be above these moving averages. So what we have here is a downward projection on this daily chart. So the daily chart is extrapolating high prices, but it's not calculating upper projections. So if as it's not doing so, we have one here, 23.24. We may be able to find some on the single digit minute charts. Let's see, 20.86, not an upper projection. What we have here, 20 current price is 20.70. Okay, yeah, 20.86 is indeed an upper projection. Here we have 21.1 down projection, 21.0. So 21.1 is an upper projection, 21.02 upper projection, 20.9 is upward as well. For the upper projections, 21.32, 21.42, 21.47, $22, 22.36, 22.59. So there's ample room to the upside for the stock. Let's see the 2 minute chart. I might even see some validations. 21.68, seen that already. 21.54, 22.3, 23.33, 23.97. 24.41, 25.24. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So there's still room. There might still be room for the stock to print high prices, and yeah, the special dividend is a sticking point. Yeah. So yeah, just have a look and see what you make of SOGP, and I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.